Hey guys, Crunchy Warthog here. Today I'm doing a part 3 to decaling. Part 4, I guess I would call it in the title, but I'm doing the legs and I finally have my stand set up, as you can see, so that's very nice. But yeah, let's just jump right into it here. I already have it cut out, and if you're wondering how I cut out these holes, it's a very simple process. All you really do is you take your X-Acto knife, and what I do is I poke little tiny holes as my outline, kind of like dot to dot, and I just cut through them. And I mean, it doesn't make that good of a hole, but it's good enough that it'll work. That's what I did for my arms too. So, my torso. I mean, I'm gonna be doing the front of the leg first. So I'm gonna put that in the water here. I'm gonna put that there and glide down. There you go. Let me take my paintbrush here. And all you really do is just stroke it lightly. Now it's kind of hard because this is sideways. That's the best angle I could get. So all you really want to do is stroke it lightly with some micro set. And I don't have soft hands, so that's very hard. Let me see here. Take the decal out. Try not to get any of your other decals wet because it will pretty much ruin them, and your decal will be pretty much, destroyed. And I have something on my hand. There we go. Just straighten that guy out a little bit. Right there. That looks good. So then all you really do is fold this in and just apply pressure for like all the other decals. 3 to 5 seconds. You want to apply them inside the kneecap so it doesn't pop up. And then for this, you're gonna probably have to take it off the stand because you're gonna have to apply another set of micro set. So you take your micro set and just brush lightly. It's a little bit off-centered, which is fine. You can't really tell the difference that much. I mean, I guess you can from here, but whoa. And then that is pretty good. So you just, after a couple seconds of it drying off, then you just pat it down lightly again with some more cloth, the micro set. And there you have it. That's the front of the legs done right there. Simple. Now you want to do the side of the legs. So, and I would suggest using cloth. This is just cloth for cameras because it has those little alligator clips which have teeth in them, and you really don't want to mess up your leg or whatever you're doing with that. And my God, I cannot get this back in for the life of me. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's kind of, you can't really use it for this either because it's hard to do it sideways. But so you put the side of the leg in, turn it up or sideways, I mean, and then you again just brush it lightly with micro set. You want to put not a lot of micro set, but a pretty good thick coat of it on there. And then take your leg out and just take it off the what's it called, paper, and get off my hand, please, and then just apply it right here. Okay. Move it up as you'd like, shift it around. That, move it up a little more. That is as good as it's gonna get. Where's my cloth? Did I drop my cloth? Oh, there it is, I'm blind. And then you just apply pressure for, again, 3 to 5 seconds. I would say 4, counting to Mississippi, or, well, yeah, counting to Mississippi. Oh, gosh. But that's my opinion, just a little in-between action. Or 3 and 5, that is. And then you just brush it again with microset. And what microset does is it just helps stick and fold down. So you see how that is, no you can't, sticking up on the leg. It just helps it so it bends it down a little better. And it stays there. And, well, that's pretty much all that microset does. But it can be helpful, so I would suggest getting it. And then you just apply pressure everywhere that needs to be pressure applied. I don't know my words anymore. Let's see here. I might have to take this off camera. I have to bring it really close to my face. Good. Let's see. This guy does just not want to sit down. So I'm gonna need you to calm down. Pog. Okay. So I would say, because that was being a little difficult, I'm just gonna add a little bit more microset. Because he's a difficult one. Difficult child. And let it rest for like 2 seconds. And then just apply it. Oh, well, apply more pressure, I mean. And then that is pretty much the front and back of your leg completed. Now all you have to do is this. So, since you've already seen me talk about applying microset, I will skip the torture and just skip to me actually applying the decal. Okay, so I have it on there, and what you're gonna want to do is pretty much just line it flat, make sure it lines up with the holes well, and line it up with, of course, that leg. That would be a good idea. That is lined up pretty well. So you're gonna take your cloth or sponge or really whatever you have available to you and just apply pressure and apply pressure. Yeah. And then you're gonna take, honestly, you could use a toothpick, but I use a paintbrush because I have a lot of those for some reason. I don't like to paint though. So, weirdo. I'm a weirdo. Get it all up in the holes. And then you want to make it flat everywhere. And that is pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, so now you take your cloth and again just apply pressure. More pressure. And on the top here you also want to apply some pressure. Let's see here. Hopefully that looks good. A little bit more pressure. Let's see here. That looks pretty good. So, my God, I keep hitting the camera. We're gonna add more micro set. Just because it was, you don't always have to add 3 coats of micro set. And I know I said I had usually 2. But the legs can be really difficult because there's holes, it's rounded, and it's just difficult times. And then you just apply more pressure. Like I said, like 20 million times earlier. And that looks good. I'm gonna take the tip of my paintbrush and just push all those sides in. There we go. And that is pretty much your leg done. The front, the back, or the side, and then the back, of course. But looks pretty good. And then, of course, do the same thing with the left side. It's not all that hard. Oh, unless it's a difficult child, but hopefully you don't get difficult ones like I did. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one.